All right, ready to dive into a tech mystery.
Oh, I love a good mystery.
Today, it's something called Page Request Service, or, PRS.
Test, okay.
It's supposed to boost computer performance, but the research on how it actually works, surprisingly quiet,
Yeah, really hard to find much on it.
like almost non-existent.
It's almost like we found this secret room in a giant mansion, and we're trying to figure out, well, what's it for?
Yeah,
We do know it's connected to PCIe.
right.
That's PCI Express.
It's a PCIe, yep.
That's how everything in our computer talks to each other.
The backbone.
Exactly, the backbone.
It's how all the components communicate, like the data superhighway.
The superhighway, love that.
Graphics cards, storage drives, you need to talk to the CPU, the memory, and all at like blazing fast speeds.
Oh, yeah.
And PCIe has had to kind of evolve to keep up with us,
Oh, absolutely.
all our demands.
Absolutely, it's had to.
Like the latest version, PCIe 7.0, crazy speeds, insane data transfer rates.
Oh, yeah, it's mind-blowing. I mean, just imagine downloading a massive game in like
10
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
That's the kind of speed we're talking.
Wow.
And PRS could potentially make it even faster.
Even faster.
But to really understand how it could do that, we need to kind of break down what we do know about PCIe in the first place.
Okay, great. So, who are the key players on this data superhighway?
Well, first, we've got the PCIe endpoints.
Okay.
These are the devices requesting the data. So like your graphics card when you're playing a game.
Right, okay.
They're like the drivers on the highway.
The drivers, got it.
All heading to different destinations.
Okay, so who's directing traffic then?
That would be the root complexes.
Okay.
They manage access to the CPU, the memory, making sure everybody's flowing smoothly.
So like the traffic controllers.
Exactly. They are the traffic control.
Keeping everything moving.
Yep. And then we've got the IOMUs.
IOMUs.
Input-output memory management units.
Okay.
Those handle memory address translation. It's a tricky business,
Yeah.
Making sure that each driver gets to the right address.
Ooh, so like the GPS systems.
Yes, like the GPS, yeah.
Making sure everyone's getting where they need to go.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so we've got our drivers, traffic controllers, the GPS. I'm starting to get the picture here. But where does our mysterious PRS fit into all this?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We don't have, all the answers yet, but we can speculate a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Based on, what we know about the PCIe architecture, we can kind of guess at the mechanisms.
Right.
It likely involves both hardware and software working behind the scenes.
Okay, so like a team of engineers and programmers just like fine-tuning the traffic flow.
You got it. Okay. On the software side, you've got things like the PCI endpoint framework, device drivers, and firmware.
Okay.
All play a role in making PRS happen. And then there's PCIe capabilities.
Capabilities.
Yeah, these are kind of like special features,
Okay.
that devices can use to enhance their functionality.
Okay, so what kind of capabilities are we talking about?
Well, one that PRS might be using is Access Control Services, or ACS.
ACS.
Think of ACS as the security checkpoints on the highway,
Okay, yeah.
making sure that only authorized devices can access certain areas.
Right, like keeping the data secure.
Exactly, making sure the data flows securely.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a crucial aspect of PCI, especially these days,
Yeah,
with all the focus on data protection.
right. So we've got security in place, but how does PRS handle the actual memory management? Isn't that what Address Translation Services does?
ATS, yeah.
ATS.
You're right to bring that up, yeah.
Yeah, because that already exists in PCIe.
It does. And this is where things get even more intriguing.
Okay.
To understand how PRS might work with ATS, we need to get into the world of memory management,
Okay.
specifically in the context of virtualization.
Virtualization, you mean like running multiple virtual machines on a single computer?
Precisely, yes.
Okay.
And remember those IOMUs we were talking about earlier?
Yep.
Well, they play a key role in something called paravirtualization.
Okay.
Like in systems like Zen,
Uh-huh.
which lets you run those virtual machines.
Okay, so we're saying that PRS could somehow be optimizing how data is handled in these like virtual environments.
That's a very likely scenario, and it's what makes PRS so fascinating.
Okay, yeah.
It could be this like hidden key to unlocking even greater performance in the world of virtualization.
Okay, this is getting good. So we've got this potential performance booster, but how does that actually translate to real-world benefits for, someone like me? Or really anyone using a computer for that matter?
That's a great question, and it's one we'll explore as we continue this deep dive, but just to give you a little taste, just imagine...
Okay, you got me hooked. How could PRS change things for me?
Well, let's start with those virtual machines.
Right.
A lot of us use them for work,
Yeah.
for gaming, even just to experiment with different operating systems.
Uh-huh.
If PRS can optimize how those VMs access data,
Okay.
it could mean smoother performance, faster load times, less lag.
Less lag, yeah.
Imagine running like really demanding apps in your virtual environments, and your computer doesn't even break a sweat.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But what about beyond my personal computer? Does PRS have any impact on, like, the world of cutting-edge research or even artificial intelligence?
Absolutely. Think about fields like, scientific research,
Right.
drug discovery, AI development.
Uh-huh.
They rely on massive computing power, right?
Yeah.
Often using huge clusters of computers all working together.
Right.
PCIe is what connects these systems.
Right. Okay.
And if PRS can enhance those connections, even just by a fraction,
Yeah.
we could be talking about faster simulations, more efficient data processing,
Wow.
and ultimately, faster progress in these really critical areas.
So PRS could be like this hidden catalyst for scientific discoveries and advancements in AI.
Exactly.
That's quite a thought. But what about the average person who isn't, running a supercomputer? How would they actually see the benefits of PRS?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Imagine your internet is just consistently faster.
Oh, wow.
Your streaming services never buffer.
Okay, yeah.
And your cloud applications, they just respond instantly.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
That's the potential impact of PRS on data centers.
Oh, okay.
Those massive server farms that power much of our digital lives.
Right, okay.
Even small efficiency gains at that scale, those ripple out to millions of users,
Yeah.
making everyone's online experience stuff smoother, more enjoyable.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see the bigger picture now. But wouldn't all this, like, faster data transfer create bottlenecks somewhere else in the system? How would PRS, like, address that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it gets at the heart of how PRS might actually be working. You see, one possibility is that it's not just about speed, but also how the data is accessed, how it's managed.
So it's not just about hitting the gas pedal, but, like, navigating the roads more efficiently.
Exactly.
Okay.
Remember the IOMUs and their role in memory address translation?
Uh-huh.
PRS could be working with them, right?
Okay.
To ensure data goes exactly where it needs to go,
Yeah.
when it's needed, minimizing those potential bottlenecks.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's like a super efficient traffic management system
Right.
that anticipates congestion and just routes the data around it.
Okay, that's fascinating. So virtual machines, supercomputers, data centers, anywhere else, PRS could be a game changer.
There is one more area, yeah,
Okay.
and it might surprise you.
Okay, what is it?
Automotive systems.
Wait, you mean like self-driving cars?
Exactly. Think of all the data that needs to be processed instantly. In a self-driving car, right?
Yeah.
Sensor data, mapping information, navigation instructions.
Uh-huh.
The car's computer systems, they need to communicate seamlessly,
Yep.
efficiently, to make safe, reliable decisions.
Yep, absolutely.
And guess what plays a crucial role in those systems?
PCIe.
You got it.
Okay, wow.
Now, PRS itself may not be implemented in cars directly,
Right.
but the concepts behind it,
Yeah.
optimizing data flow and memory management,
Uh-huh.
those are super relevant to automotive systems.
Okay.
In fact, similar technologies are already being used in some vehicles
Oh, really?
to enhance their performance and safety.
So PRS, or at least the ideas behind it, could be shaping the future of transportation.
It very well could be, yeah.
That's pretty mind-blowing. But let's be realistic for a minute. We've been speculating a lot here. Based on pretty limited information, we still don't really know how PRS actually works, right?
That's true, yeah. We've been putting together clues, kind of like detectives,
Right.
using what we know about PCIe architecture and, the hints we've gotten from research papers and industry whispers.
Okay.
But there is still a lot of mystery surrounding PRS's implementation and functionality.
So it's like, we've got the treasure map, but we're still searching for the buried treasure.
Precisely. And that's what makes this whole deep dive so exciting.
Yeah.
We're exploring this cutting edge of technology, delving into areas where the knowledge is still being formed,
Yeah, that's really cool. And even with all the unknowns, it's clear that PRS has this huge potential to be a real game changer across so many applications.
Oh, yeah.
From speeding up our personal computers to powering scientific breakthroughs and even shaping the future of transportation. It's the possibilities are really remarkable.
It really is. It's a testament to the incredible pace of innovation in the world of computing,
Yeah.
And it just highlights how important it is to stay curious, to keep exploring these emerging technologies.
Absolutely. And speaking of exploring, I think it's time to shift gears a bit and talk about the bigger implications of PRS. What does all of this mean for our digital lives? How might it change the way we work, the way we play, the way we interact with technology in the years to come?
That's the crucial question, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We can talk about the technical details, all the potential applications all day long, but the real impact of any technology is how it affects people's lives.
So faster computers, scientific breakthroughs, but let's get real for a sec. How could PRS actually impact, everyday people, like people listening right now?
Well, think about how much we depend on technology in our daily lives.
Right.
We work remotely.
Uh-huh.
We connect with friends and family online.
Right.
We stream entertainment, shop, manage our finances.
Yeah, it's all digital now.
All digital. And PRS could make all of that smoother, faster, more efficient.
Okay, I can see that. But will it really be that noticeable? Like, are we talking revolution here or just, a few minor improvements?
That's the thing. It's hard to say this early on. Imagine going back to the early days of the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Could anyone have predicted how it would change everything?
Right.
PRS could be just as transformative, albeit in ways we can't fully grasp yet.
So you're saying like a paradigm shift in how we interact with technology.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just speed.
Okay.
Think about new possibilities, more immersive VR experiences.
Oh, yeah, right.
Blurring the lines between physical and digital.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine attending virtual conferences that feel like you're actually there.
Wow.
Or exploring, I don't know, distant locations from your couch.
Right, like total immersion.
With a level of realism we've never seen before.
I did read something about PRS and gaming, too.
Oh, absolutely.
More realistic, complex virtual worlds.
Gaming is always pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
And PRS could be a key to the next generation of games.
Okay.
Imagine vast, detailed worlds that react to what you do.
Yeah.
Thousands of players interacting seamlessly, all in real time.
That would be incredible.
PRS could make that happen.
This is pretty mind-blowing. And who knows what other uses we'll find for it, right?
Right. Once developers start really playing with it.
Yeah, maybe advancements in AI-powered healthcare, like personalized treatments or faster diagnoses.
You got it.
Or even smarter cities.
Absolutely.
With interconnected infrastructure, real-time data analysis.
Right. Making urban life more efficient, more sustainable.
It's a lot to think about. It's pretty exciting, but also a little overwhelming. How can the average person even begin to understand all this?
It's a good point. We're still so early in the PRS journey.
Yeah.
There's still so much to uncover about what it can and can't do.
Right.
But that's also what makes it so fascinating, right?
It is.
We're watching this potentially world-changing technology being born.
Uh-huh.
We get to be part of this evolution.
So what can we, as just regular people, do to stay informed about all this?
It's moving so fast.
Yeah, it really is.
The key is, stay curious, keep learning,
Okay.
read articles, follow the experts, engage in these kinds of discussions.
Yeah.
The more we understand these emerging technologies, the better we can navigate the changes they bring.
It's like we're all explorers,
Exactly.
venturing into this unknown territory together.
And who knows what amazing things we'll find out there.
That's a great way to put it. And, it's not a solo mission, right?
Absolutely not.
We've got to share what we're learning.
Right. Challenge our own ideas, build our understanding together.
Exactly. So to everyone listening, we want to hear from you. What are you thinking about all this? What excites you? What worries you? Let's explore this together.
We're all in this together. Your thoughts are important.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never lose that curiosity.
Absolutely. The future is ours to shape.
Let's make it amazing.